You're doing your best to save. You're putting aside money month after month. But there's one common mistake that I see high achieving women make that quietly holds them back from building real security. Let's talk about how to spot it and fix it. When you're starting, putting money aside anywhere is really a great first step. It gets you to build that habit of saving, and that's something to be proud of. But if you want to truly grow your savings and build lasting security, you can't just stop at just putting money somewhere on any account. Beginner saving only gets you so far. The next level is really having a system that makes every dollar intentional and really motivates you to keep going. So here's what I see over and over again. Even women with clear goals, like they tell me they know they want to build an emergency fund, be able to save for their retirement or college for their kids. They know what they want, but they don't have a sustainable system to support those goals. And instead, money gets scattered across different various accounts, all shifted around when things pop up, or it just sits there really without any defined purpose. This really isn't because you're bad with money. It's because no one's really shown you how to connect your intentions with the consistent habits. I've had a client with 5+ different accounts, and the intention was each one to have a different role, but in the end, it didn't really execute. She wasn't using those accounts in the way that she intended because she didn't really have a working system. Or even I had another client who opened a savings account and couldn't even really remember why in the first place. So didn't really give it a purpose. And I've had others that have gone from saving big to draining it when emergencies pop up. And so they feel stressed because there's no really overarching plan and just accounts with labels on it. And so this is really what keeps you feeling stuck. There's no, it's not the lack of discipline, it's the lack of structure really that makes saving effortless and sustainable. Now, most of the financial advice out there might say, oh, just automate your savings. But here's the truth: automation without clarity is just money being shuffled around. And many times with my clients, they're scared to set up an automation because they'll worry that it'll leave them with not enough for a lot of their day to day needs. And so that's why, even before you get to automating, you need to just start with manually transferring money from your checking to your savings and being able to review this every time. This helps to build a little bit more confidence that those chosen amounts really truly work before really setting up an automation. Now, the solution really isn't to move money automatically. It's to first really understand your expenses and the flow of your day to day spending. And when you clearly see what is fixed and having a more predictable amount each month, then you can decide what you truly have available for your savings. And so from there, it's just easier to design a system where every dollar really has a clear job. So, for example, are you putting money towards your emergency fund, your future home, kids' college, guilt free spending? This visibility also helps you to see which expenses you might temporarily forego to hit your goals even faster. Because when you have clarity on what's going on with your expenses, you can just eliminate what you don't need because you're focusing on those savings. And so having this structure in place really is what helps you to have a little bit more confidence when you're juggling between saving and debt payoff, which a lot of my clients end up experiencing, making that decision on how to balance both out while they're still making progress on both. So if you've been saving and been feeling stuck, then this is it. Having a better system for your money will change everything. So for some women, though, saving feels more challenging because maybe their income isn't consistent. Because, especially for those self employed or those being paid by earning commissions, this can cause some drastic swings between periods of like maybe super saving and then super spending, leading to this frustration and even more debt. In the next video, I'm going to show you how I personally overcame these challenges and went from a variable paycheck to financial security without having any side hustle or really strict budgeting, so you can see how it works in real life.